This is still a lot more believable than the official government's version of events. Yep, as of course I believe that. More than I do the official version of events right now. As now, we have actually gotten some exclusive, really eye-opening, pretty wild and bizarre photos from the New York Times as Ghislaine Maxwell has made a major declarative statement as it looks like a former president has been asked to, of course, testify in front of Congress. Will that actually happen? As, of course, we're going to be going through all of these latest bombshell photos one by one, highlighting some very interesting connections to some very interesting people. As, of course, you could see all of the surveillance cameras and connections here all slowly be unwinded from the media. This, as we are still waiting, and we're being told, hey, maybe you guys will get something sometime, somewhere, as the government here has absolutely dropped the ball on the story of the decade that absolutely is not going away anytime soon. And if you appreciate our countless efforts for over 15 plus years to keep this story as relevant as it is now, subscribe. We definitely appreciate all the time and attention that you spend with us, as the New York Times just launched an article titled "A Look Inside Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan Lair," as this was once one of the biggest townhouses in New York City, as he hosted many elites, had photos of presidents, world leaders, popes, as he was allegedly committing some of the worst, most awful acts here. As the New York Times article starts in a very interesting way. It talks about how Ehud Barak, just the former prime minister of Israel, would note that he had a great diversity of guests, according to the latest revelations from Jeffrey Epstein's birthday letters, which some of them were revealed. As Ehud Barak says, quote, "There's no limit to your curiosity," as they wrote that in their message, which was compiled with others during the January 2016 birthday of Jeffrey Epstein. They also said, quote, "You are like a closed book to many of them, but you know everything about everyone." Interesting statement, as there was another media mogul there that suggested that the ingredients for a meal that would reflect the culture of the mansion would be a salad and, quote, "whatever would enhance Jeffrey Epstein's adult performance." Woody Allen came there and described how the dinners reminded him of Dracula's castle, where Lugosi has 3 young female vampires who serve the place. Yeah. One of many revelations here, as of course we have this photo here revealed with what looks like Hillary Clinton here in this lower photo here. But of course the Pope now blessing Epstein, as some people are commenting, oh no, now the Catholic Church is going to be associated with child predators. Oh, geez. Mick Jagger, John Paul II, Fidel Castro, hanging out with good old Mr. Epstein here. Here we have another one with Larry Summers, another Bilderberg secret society elitist serving member of our society. Larry Summers, again, not questioned here throughout all of this. Bill Clinton, looking deeply into the eyes of Epstein in a very loving manner. And then, of course, we have Richard Branson, another man with his own private island. Below, of course, a picture with Jeffrey Epstein, Jamal Khashoggi, and it looks like that's Steve Bannon over there, and Woody Allen hanging out at Jeffrey Epstein's home there, as not all of these photos were revealed here, but there was also a very interesting note here framed by the New York Times, as this is a $1 bill signed by Bill Gates, and it says here, quote, "I was wrong." I wonder what Bill Gates was wrong about, as of course he has denied having a very close relationship with Epstein, that according to his wife, she had to divorce him over because he wouldn't stop hanging out with him. But nothing to see here, according to Mr. Bill Gates, who has denied any kind of permanent affiliations with good old Jeffrey Epstein, as of course both of them were billionaires, and both of them were also big enthusiasts for eugenics and population control. Very, very, very odd, very strange that we have such grand connections here, as we finally got an insight into one of the bedrooms, as of course you could see a surveillance camera right in the corner, as the building had its own surveillance center wired with hidden cameras all over the place. Now, what happened with those hidden cameras, we're going to extrapolate in a little bit here, as of course some of these people might actually soon be getting questioned. We'll tell you about that and a lot more. Before we do that, we wanted to tell you about wearechange.shop, one of the greatest, best shops on the market, because I use all the products myself. I test them out on myself, and I cannot recommend them enough. Magnesium glycinate, really great supplement, especially if you're looking to increasing your deep and REM sleep. Before taking any type of supplement, talk to your medical professional, talk to your doctor. Do your own homework, but magnesium glycinate, a lot of people are very deficient in magnesium. It helps out your nervous system. It helps your rest and recovery. It helps your overall athletic performance. And when I'm traveling, as I'm traveling now, it has helped me out dramatically with jet lag. As truly, it's one of the kind of things that I dread when I travel. I'm at a totally different time zone than I was when I'm in Miami. And I take creatine, which you could also get on wearechange.shop, and magnesium glycinate in order to deal with the jet lag and the massive time zone shifts that I am going to be encountering now. So check out wearechange.shop. By doing so, you support this independent media network, and we rather sell this than, of course, gambling and booze. Other people sell booze. Other people sell gambling. We don't do that. We try to sell things that actually improve and make your life better. If you appreciate it, check out our store, do some research, do some homework here. As of course, we greatly appreciate all of the support that you guys give us. Now, I think it's fair to say, Bill Clinton, Richard Branson, Larry Summers here, Reid Hoffman, Bill Gates, Les Wexner. Les Wexner, by the way, reports are coming in that he just bought Barack Obama's house. Interesting how that kind of in Martha's Vineyard. Those are the reports that are being shared around now. I haven't verified it yet. I just saw it just quickly before doing this video. Well, my question is, all of these people, this is such a big scandal. There are so many serious allegations going all around here. There's so many misconceptions. Why hasn't the U.S. federal government brought any of these people in order to testify? Why haven't you brought them in order to be questioned based on the overwhelming amount of evidence that you guys have that you guys haven't released yet, in order to coordinate it, in order to possibly press charges, in order to find out what's going on here? I am so curious, and I hope people ask Bill Gates this. Hey, Bill Gates, what were you wrong about, and why did you give Jeffrey Epstein a dollar bill with your signature on it saying that you were wrong? There was also a drawing of a map of Israel signed by former Prime Minister Ehud Barak. There was another Prime Minister that came out of Israel saying, no, he had no associations. He wasn't Mossad at all. Dershowitz, no Mossad at all. It's pretty fair to say that there was some kind of Israeli connection there. How high did it go up? Was it connected to the Mossad? Well, again, we do not know exactly what was going on here, but listen, we actually might be getting closer to answers than we previously thought of before, as now several prominent political figures, including Bill and Hillary Clinton, have been subpoenaed by House Republicans to testify over the Jeffrey Epstein's crimes. The subpoenas were issued by the House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer. Good job, James Comer. Among those called to testify are former Trump-era DOJ official Bill Barr, whose father gave Epstein his start, and Bill Barr is the guy who, in my opinion, officially covered up the demise of Jeffrey Epstein and was trying to get, when he was at the head of the DOJ at the time, the DOJ was trying to get dirt on Trump from Epstein. Bill Barr was head of the DOJ at the time. Jeff Sessions is also being called here as the subpoenas aim to, quote, uncover the alleged cover-ups regarding Epstein's activities. Additionally, Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony is expected to be postponed due to her ongoing legal issues. These developments follow increasing scrutiny over previously undisclosed documents related to Epstein that still have yet to be disclosed here. Now, this is big. This is huge here because imagine if Bill and Hillary Clinton are going to be sitting in congressional hearings and being asked, hey, Bill Clinton, why did you ditch Secret Service? Hey, Bill Clinton, we had the deputy director of the FBI, Dan Bongino, talk about how you were on the plane and then you guys went in the back and did some weird stuff. Care to allude on that? Care to tell us what exactly happened here? Can you give us a little bit more details about why there was a painting of you in Monica Lewinsky's blue dress, that you released your liquids on, that was used against you in order to prove that you were getting up to some interesting hanky-panky inside of the White House that you lied to the American people about? Do you care to expand on all of this? As I think it would be good. I think it would be great. I think it would be great to expand on all of this. As, listen, we have very little answers. We don't know what's going on here. Please let MTG, let Thomas Massey come out and ask these people some hard-hitting questions. I mean, this would be absolutely incredible. Now, of course, there's going to be probably a lot of actions to try to postpone this, to try to stop this. Whether this will go through or not, I mean, I hope it does. I really, 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 really pray and hope this happens. This, as Ghislaine Maxwell is now officially opposing the release of the Epstein case documents, as she is requesting the U.S. Department of Justice to not unseal the grand jury transcripts related to her criminal case. Now, why does she want to keep the documents secret here? And again, it's up to the judge here to determine, as one judge has already said, yeah, in Florida, yeah, we're not really saying anything, go home. Shoo. And then what did you expect, as they're asking liberal judges that were a part of the cover-up effort here to unseal documents? And again, the federal government here dropped the ball tremendously. Lying, obfuscating, and then trying to make everyone shut up, trying to make everyone just literally go on their way. None of that worked. We're still waiting for anything. We're still waiting, as we're being told, we might potentially get the DOJ transcript interview from Ghislaine Maxwell and the deputy director, the deputy attorney general of the United States. Now, I hope that happens. I really do. But I think there's a lot of weirdness happening, especially when it comes to Trump's comments on Ghislaine Maxwell, wishing her well twice and doubling down on it. But also, I think there's other weird things going on here, especially with Ghislaine Maxwell being moved to Club Fed in Texas, away from Florida, as she was rewarded with a jail transfer that was extremely advantageous for her, as she's now in a place where there's just no surveillance cameras. Woo! Woo! Wow. Just that's nothing to see here. It's not like Jean-Luc Bernet and Epstein met their demise with just the cameras just malfunctioning. There's no cameras here. As some people are speculating that her days might be numbered here. Hunter Biden came out with some interesting comments throughout all of this. But before talking about Hunter Biden here, we have a Times of Israel article that's a little bit bewildering, a little strange, made by Joseph Yanofsky. And this right here is just an absolutely wild and strange blog here made by this man that wrote, quote, Trump decided to bomb Iran's nuclear sites, and that's commendable. No, it's not. No. Bombing another country and then convoluting and making the situation in Ukraine that much worse so there's no peace deal. No, that's not commendable. That's not commendable at all. Quote, but reports later surfaced that he rejected the option to bomb for a week's time in order to finish off all of the sites. Yeah, that's probably because of the, quote, panicans. They were saying, hey, man, what are you doing? What the hell? What the hell's going on here? But later surfaced that he rejected the option as thus follow Fordo was severely damaged, while other sites have minimal to no damage. Quote, and now some old files are threatening him. Perhaps Trump will realize that it really doesn't pay to start up with Israel. As the assertion is being made here, very clear. Hey, you didn't bomb Iran like we wanted you to bomb Iran. Therefore, there's old files threatening you. And Catherine Austin Fitts had some interesting things to say about how there are very powerful people using Donald Trump to achieve the Total Information Awareness Program. And as soon as they get all of the power in the world, they're just going to sacrifice Trump, and they're just going to throw him to the wolves, and they're just going to, release information, dirt on him with Epstein, and then after they're done using him, they're just going to sacrifice him. I'm going to play this clip in a separate video because I want to go through detail by detail, because Catherine Austin Fitts said some wild stuff here that I think is worth paying attention to, as she's been saying a lot of wild stuff that I think needs our attention. Now, this Times of Israel article, what? Now, again, anyone could just publish a blog or an article, but we're being told that the Epstein scandal is being orchestrated by Israel to punish Trump for criticizing Benjamin Netanyahu and not committing to a full-fledged war with Iran, according to this author of the Times of Israel. This is what Harrison Smith said. And that's a little weird. That's a little strange here. Oh my goodness. Again, the internet here. Listen, the internet is pissed. And it's not like I had this planned. I'm literally just going through the comments. I'm just literally going through the comments, and then stuff like that pops up, and it's everywhere. Now, a lot of people were telling me, no. This story's going to go away. No one's going to care. I even made a bet with Jeremy from the Quarter Ring. I said, look, this story's not going to go away. He was like, yeah, it is. People are going to forget about it. People are not going to care. I'm like, you're wrong. And I'm like, okay, let's bet. We bet 100 push-ups. You're going to see him do 100 push-ups, I hope, unless he reneges out of it. He doesn't seem like a renegger, though. To be quite fair here. So I think he's going to keep his end of the bargain here, since clearly we're getting major bombshells, we're getting major stories. And again, I think it's just obviously just wild to see literally Fidel Castro, the Pope, Bill Gates, Jamal Khashoggi, the guy who was known for being another asset, another intel agent. Steve Bannon in there too. I mean, that looks exactly like Steve Bannon. And is that Woody Allen or Bill Gates? I'm not sure. And again, of course, the Trump photo, Larry Summers, Richard Branson. We all knew there was a Richard Branson connection, but now are we going to start investigating Richard Branson's private island? As there's some interesting accusations against him. And again, Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger. What did you know, Mick Jagger? Listen, if someone is out there, we need to interview all of these people. And the federal government not interviewing them, not releasing anything, not giving us a deadline, maybe saying potentially through outside sources, yeah, maybe we'll do something, but then not doing anything. This to me is just absolutely insane and crazy. And if you agree, share this video. Knowing what's really going out there, you're going to need a good night's sleep. And it's going to be hard to get it, especially when you know so many predators are out there that are still running free and hurting small children. That to me is just wild. That to me is just crazy. Unacceptable. We are change.shop. I'm going to be taking some. I'm going to be traveling soon. We might do another meetup in Houston this Friday, though. Stay tuned for that and a lot more, all here exclusively on youtube.com/wearechange. Love you guys.